Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with another video. Today, I made a super simple, basic type of beat because a lot of you guys been saying that my beats are too complicated or not simple at all. Because my last video, I said this is a simple beat, and it really was a simple beat. I mean, it's very basic if you look at it. But a lot of you guys are complaining that it's not that simple. I guess because you guys don't have the experience or have the years of making beats. So, of course, you're going to look at it like, oh, it's a complicated beat. But the premise behind it is very basic. So, with that being said, I made this beat especially for you guys who complain about my beats being too complicated and not simple enough. So, I hope you guys enjoy it and I hope you guys learn something from this. So, let's go ahead and play the beat so you can just see how simple this motherfucker is. And, yeah, here we go. Now I know a lot of you guys thinking like, damn son, you got to go that simple. Like I said, this is not a super complex, crazy beat. It's not nothing to go right home about it. Go tell your friends, your girlfriend, your mom, like, look, I made a new beat, everybody check it out. Yeah. This is just a very simple beat, and the stuff I used for it were very simple, and it was, you know, just to show you guys that you can make a beat even with minimal stuff, just like I'll be trying to tell you guys. But unless you guys actually physically see it, or visually see it, you don't believe me. So let's jump into this beat and start walking through this bitch right now. So start for this first sound. I just selected a random VST that was in my arsenal, and I just picked a preset. I didn't make a sound. I just picked a random preset and said I'm gonna use it. And I came up with this right here. This is the Jupiter 8V, which is basically a Jupiter 8 emulation. Blah 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 by Arturia. Nobody cares about that. The fact is, it's a preset, and it's called Bells. And this is what it sounds like. Very simple pluck sound. I mean, very simple plucky bell sound. That's all it really is. You can make this in any VST you want. It don't really matter. But the fact is, it's very simple. And I see the pattern is very simple. Very stupidly dumb, like basic pattern. No special pattern here. So if you can't do this pattern, I don't know. If you can't do a melody like this, I don't know what's wrong with you. The main thing is adding them low notes, them like notes that are like 2 octaves down below the original. They kind of just give it some feel like some of the space. And I just add some reverb to it. And that's it. I just brought up Pro R. This is the default setting that it comes up with. Like, I didn't do no tweaking to it. I just turned down the mix, and I think I messed with the space, and that's about it. And yeah. That's all I did for the reverb. So nothing special there. Very basic, like I tell you guys, but you guys don't believe me. So like I said, I'm trying to show you. Next up is the 808 I use. Very basic 808. Nothing special there. I mean, it's basically like a DJ spins like type of 808, like, you know, Metro Boom and stuff like that. I did add distortion. I know you see 3 distortions here. I was trying to figure out which one I want to use, so I just went ahead and decided to use the Fat Fifth or Saturn instead. But you can use any distortion you want to. It don't really matter. And I put a little EQ on it, like my normal EQ curves, like how I cut some of the, I distort the hell out of it, and I cut some of the higher frequencies out, and then I boost some of the lower frequencies to kind of give it a little bit more punch and a little bit more pop into the beat. And this limiter's now for side chaining for the kick drum, which I just did that just this one time because I thought it needed it for some reason. I don't know. Fuck, it's simple. But yeah, I made a bunch of videos about sidechain. If you want to learn how to sidechain, just look it up on my channel, and you'll see like I made 3-4 videos about how to sidechain. So yeah, not doing nothing today. Next up, I use a clap sound, which is just a regular clap. And you guessed it, it has reverb on it. Default reverb. just turned the mix down and turned the size down in the room. And did nothing special there. Just use the reverb like a basic reverb. Didn't use none of the special like features in it. Not going over Pro R in this video, but I will in the upcoming video for vocal mixing and adding reverb to it. So yeah. Yeah, very basic clap. Nothing special there, as you can hear. Then I added these hi-hats, and this is why I think a lot of people think my beats get kind of complicated when they see my my hi-hat chops and stuff like that. Really, my hi-hat chops are simple. Like really, it's just on every little bar or whatever, something like that. Very simple, like it's really, that's what I start off with all the time. And I go in there, I chop them up with by highlighting them, and then hitting Alt U, and then I just chop certain notes so this will get that like that. Then I go down and add like the little bitty low notes in here to kind of just give it some bounce to it. So and that's all I do to it, and it just gives it kind of a bounce to it, as you can hear. And guess what? I added some reverb to it. I did cut out some of the lows with the reverb and just mess around with some of the decay time, but don't worry about that. But I did, like I said, just basic reverb, a little bit like a 6% mix, so it's not really too much reverb, but it's enough that you can hear it. Next up is a typical, simple, basic trap snare. I mean, I know you guys get tired of the trap snare, but we want to make it basic as simple as possible. And a lot of you guys have a basic, simple trap snare, so there you go. And guess what, everybody? I added some reverb to it. Yay! I did a little bit more of this just to play around with it, but basically just reverb and the mix is down to 20. So you can just make a small room reverb. Don't worry about all this. Just, like I said, small room reverb and turn the mix down so the reverb is not too in your face. And last but not least is the kick drum. My favorite kick drum to use. I did use a Transit Master, but it didn't really do much to it. I was just playing around with it, so just disregard this. That's just there. But the main thing is the EQ. I just EQ'd some of the highs, and I boosted some of the fundamental frequency where the punch of the beat was, and I found where it had kind of a hollow woof sound. If you can hear, I'll play it real quick. And I just kind of brought that down so it don't be so much in your face, and it kind of makes it look get out that hollow soundness. So I don't know how to explain it. It just sounded bad, so I removed it. Shit, simple. And that made it work, I guess. I don't know. It sounded good, so I did it. If it sounds good, it's good. Just remember that. It don't have to be right. If it sounds good, it's good. And that's pretty much it with the beat. Honestly, that's it. It's done. The beat's something super simple. The main thing is getting that bounce with the drums and stuff like that. And then adding that one sound into it, and then you got a beat. And then I added a Pro L, just a limiter. Any limiter will work. I use a limiter so it'll be loud, and that's it. Without the limiter, it sounds quiet as hell. So yeah, there's that. So what's the whole point of this beat, Slim? That you're probably like, why you make this beat? What's the point? It's just to show you guys that you don't need to know a whole bunch about making beats to make a beat. You can make a beat if it be super simple, super overly complex and overproduced or whatever. It does not matter. The point is, take the stuff you learn and add it to your own unique way and do beats your way. Don't try to make beats like nobody else. Make beats like you. That's the only way you're going to be a individual or a standout indie crowd. If you just make beats that you like, that sound good to you. Don't worry about what other producers think or what they feel or whatnot or whatnot. Like honestly, I don't care if producers think my beats are complex, simple, good, bad, sucky, depressing, won't make me want to kill myself. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, I'm still gonna make beats because the artists love my beats and the artists buy my beats. The producers don't buy my fucking beats unless it's a producer that raps, but most likely they don't. So I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna make beats and continue making beats and teach you guys techniques to make their own beats in their own unique way so you guys can stand out from the crowd. So with that being said, just fucking make beats. Stop complaining. Stop whining. Stop putting yourself down. Stop comparing yourself to other people or trying to compete with other producers. Make beats your way, because that's the only way you will be good. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy like always. You know who it is. It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different. Not motivated by the money, but the like, comment, subscribe, and views like always. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And guess what, everybody? I will see you in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.